I've had people constantly ask me, why do I normally have this kind of experience? Why do I meet terrible people and all that? And one thing I've always tried to help people understand is that your experiences are a direct product of your choices. What you experience is based on what you choose, the kind of person that you choose to be with, the way you allow yourself to be treated, are the choices you make. Now, let's put it in perspective. If you choose someone who appreciates you, your experience will be different. If you choose someone who disrespects you, your experience will be different. Now, the question is, okay, what if I choose this person now and they change later? Now, let me be practical, right? I'm not one of those who believe that people can just change who they are. I know that people can grow and evolve, but to change in the grand scheme of things is something I do not truly align with. What I'm saying is, in the core of who we are, we manifest the diverse nature of ourselves, the diverse aspects of ourselves. But for most part, when we get involved with people in relationships, we choose not to see them for who they are, but who we want. That's the first thing. When we get into relationships, we're looking at people based on how we want them to be, not what they're presenting themselves or what they're presenting themselves as. And that's the first problem. It's important to note that you can avoid a lot of troubles in your relationships. I'm being honest with you, you can avoid a lot of troubles if only you are observant enough to choose someone who wants the same things that you do. That's the first. Choose someone who wants the same things that you do. Now, by the virtue of human nature, like I've mentioned earlier, people can miss the point because at that particular beginning of the relationship, the emotions are heightened and all. What you can do is choose what you decide to accept. If someone treats you poorly and you do not appreciate it, do not stay there. Talk about it, discuss it, and choose to move away when it doesn't change, when they do not do differently from what you want. Do not stay in a relationship because you have invested yourself. And this is why I also tell people, when you get into a relationship, your priority should not be sex. Sex complicates things. Once you start having sex, from the immediately you start a relationship, the first thing is sex, it gets things muddled up. You must choose what you want and intentionally align yourself with the things that make you see what you desire in a relationship. So essentially, your experience is a direct product of your choices. If you want better experiences, you choose better. And in choices, I'm not just talking about when you choose to be with someone and then things change. I'm talking of the beginning and the long run. From the beginning, the way you choose someone determines if they're going to end up better or they're going to end up as terrible people. And secondly, when you are in a relationship and things are appearing and you begin to see realities you do not like, address them and move away when you need to. Right? Now, I'm not saying that every time you get into a relationship, the first thing you want to think of when you see things differently is to leave. I'm talking of you talk about things, you find solutions. If you see that you have tried your best, I always tell people to try because you really can't find any perfect person. But when you find someone who's willing to try and work with you, you stay there. But if your attempt to try is only you and the other person is not interested in trying, then it is wise to move away.